So this is very interesting. I've already spoken to an extent about my background in relation to the knowledge sector, but I've been Deputy Chair of the People City portfolio, and uppermost in my mind for the last term and beyond is the crisis that's looming with schools. We've had the Education Department into Town Hall and described to them the issue that is very evident to everybody. We found that they were actually using outdated statistics. The City of Melbourne has the cutting edge, most recent statistics around the provision of childcare and school care, secondary coming into it now. The bottom line is that the state education system is failing to acknowledge the growth in population in our city and has been failing for a long time. It's not rocket science. We had all the stats. They turned a blind eye to it all. So last week, thrilled to bits, finally some announcement around it. But if you look carefully at what's there, the timeline is inadequate. Why would it take 6 months to settle on a piece of land in Docklands for a school when you own the land? That's a very, very strange bit of conveyancing going on there. And then we've got this rezoning of University High School. Well, it's not rocket science to see that these schools are chock-a-block now. We've got to have some fast thinking and fast acting, and unfortunately the state government hasn't done this. It seemed to me, and I expressed this view at the Docklands Forum a couple of weeks ago, if the city can actually agree, or some of it anyway, to spend $300 million on the QVM project, a Doyle legacy, surely we can spend 10 million, whatever it takes, in either partnering with the state government to provide land or a building, or partnering with a private school. Haileybury have managed to get something happening like that. What is it with our state government that won't allow that? We've been lobbying long and hard, but it's been falling on deaf ears until now. Now is not the time to stop the lobbying. Now is the time to ramp up. Now is the time for the City of Melbourne to say, this is a crisis. We're prepared to support our community. We're a rich council. We'll subtract some money from other projects in order to induce the state government to do something about this crisis in our midst. If you haven't got a school, you've got nowhere to build a community. There's a terrific organisation called City Schools for City Kids. They nail it. They've got their eye on what they need and have been very influential. We've got to keep pushing further, and I'm determined to do that on council. Announcements on sunny days by state politicians is not enough for me.